All right, here's your review for test Unit 1. Your test is going to be very similar to this review, so make sure you review well. Use the image to the right for the following questions. Which of the following is the other name for line P? So if you look over here, we got line P, so any 2 points on this line with a line on top would be line P. So GJ, no, that's the wrong way. IG, that's the wrong way. EG, that looks good. And then JK, that's not on the same line. So it's got to be EG on the same line as P. And you can see P labeled. Okay. Which point is not coplanar to K? So coplanar is on the same plane as K. So if K is on this shaded area, okay, the points that are on this shaded area are J, K, but also H, G, I. Those are technically on this shaded K plane. So what's not on this? So first off, let's see what is. H is, K is, G is, but F is way out here. That is not on plane K, so that is not coplanar. Cool. All right. So if AC equals 4x plus 4, AB is x plus 14, BC is 2x minus 4, find x and AC. Well, let's label it. AC is 4x plus 4. So that's the whole thing. And then AB, from A to B, is a part, the left part. X plus 14. Okay, and then BC is this right part, 2x minus 4. Okay, so I have the left part, I have the right part, and I have the whole thing. So remember, when you do these types of problems, it's part plus part equals the whole thing. So let's write it out. The left part, which is x plus 14, plus the right part, 2x minus 4, equals the whole thing, 4x plus 4. Okay, well, here's my equal sign. These two x's are on the same side, so I can combine like terms. A regular x is 1x, plus 2x is 3x. This constant and this constant, 14 and minus 4, 14 minus 4 is 10, so plus 10, equals 4x plus 4. Now look, x is on both sides. It cannot be on both sides, so we're going to get rid of the smaller x. This positive 3x has to go. So minus is the opposite, minus 3x, minus 3x. Bring down 10 equals 4 minus 3 is 1x. Bring down plus 4. And now your last step to get rid of that plus 4, minus 4, minus 4. 10 minus 4 is 6. And 1x is just x. So that means x is 6. Now for AC, that's the whole thing. So remember, the whole thing over here is 4x plus 4. So I'm going to replace that x with the parentheses 6. 4 times 6, which is 24, plus 4 is 28. Cool. You have to be able to label a diagram and write the equation part plus part equals whole, solve it, and plug it back in. Number 3 is similar. I have a picture. I need to label it. Mn is x minus 5. So right here, this little piece from m to n right here, I'm going to put x minus 5, and then np from here to here, 3x plus 2, and then mp all the way across is 6x minus 23. You have the left part, the right part, and the whole thing. I'm going to write it as part plus part equals whole. So this is just like the one above. If you have two x's on the same side, you combine the 1x plus 3x, 4x. Negative 5 plus 2 is negative 3. Bring down the right side. We want to get rid of the smaller x, which is 4x. So minus 4x, minus 4x. Bring down negative 3 equals 6 minus 4 is 2x. Bring down minus 23. And now you're getting rid of the loner, the minus 23, by adding 23 to both sides. Negative 3 plus 23. 20 equals 2x. Last step, you divide by 2. 20 divided by 2 is 10. Now, NP, it tells us what NP is right here. It's 3x plus 2. So I'm going to replace x with the parentheses 10. 3 times 10 is 30. Plus 2 is 32. All right. Make sure you plug it in to what they're asking for. It's not always the whole thing. It's not always a part. It's whatever they ask for. Okay, number 4, classify the angles as acute, obtuse, right, or straight. So, number 1. Okay, this does not look like a right angle. It looks wider than a right angle. So what do you call an angle bigger than right? Number 1 would be obtuse. Number 2, this one is looks less than a corner of a piece of paper, less than 90. Less than 90 is acute. Okay, number 3, a straight line. Well, that's a straight angle. Number 4, you see that little symbol right here, it means exactly 90, exactly right. So that is a right angle. Cool. All right. BD bisects ABC. Now, if you see the word bisect, that means what? Cut in equal halves. Cut in equal halves. So if you know ABC is bisected with BD, that means this and this are congruent. They are congruent. Okay? So let's label some stuff. ABD is 85. ABC, the whole thing, is 3x minus 2. Find x. Well, it looks like I have a part, and I have the whole thing, and it looks like I'm missing a part. But remember, didn't we just say that it was bisected? And if it's bisected, then ABD, the left part, and DDC, the right part, are congruent, the same value. So if this one's 85, this one has to also be 85. Cool? Now I can do part plus part equals whole. 85 plus 85 equals 3x minus 2, the whole thing. 85 plus 85 is 170. Bring down 3x minus 2. And now it's a two-step equation. We get rid of the loner minus 2 by adding 2. 172 equals 3x divided by 3. That should give you 5, 7.3 repeating. All right. Now these next problems, you've got your formulas right here. So when you see the word distance, you're going to use the distance formula. Please be careful with this. Between Allentown and Clearfield. Allentown and Clearfield. So Allentown, the coordinates of Allentown are 1 to the right, 4 up, 1 comma 4. Clearfield is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to the right and 2 up. 10 comma 2. So for distance formula, I need to do the square root of x2 minus x1, so 10 minus 1, squared, plus y2 minus y1, 2 minus 4, squared. Now, let's plug this in. Ten minus 1 squared, 10 minus 4 squared, 9.23. Now, I see this, and letter A is tempting, but it's very important. Do you see this right here? I'm drawing a bunch of arrows at it. 1 unit equals 1.7 miles. 9.23 is in units. So to get miles, like every one of these answer choices says, miles, 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 I need to multiply times 1.7. Let's do that. And I got 15.67 after I multiply. And that's in miles. So, do you see how this is a distractor? Okay. It'd be letter A, and that's going to be the most common error on that one. Number 7, which is the midpoint of Allentown to Lake City. Well, Allentown is 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Lake City is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, what do we do? To find the midpoint, we add up these x values. 5 plus 1 divided by 2. Add up these y values. 4 plus 7 divided by 2. 5 plus 1 over 2, type it into Desmos, or do 5 plus 1 is 6 divided by 2 is 3. 4 plus 7 is 11 divided by 2 is 5.5. 3 comma 5.5 has to be F. All right. Now, a student made a conjecture that any 4 points are always coplanar. So are 4 points always coplanar? Well, we want to pick 2 counterexamples. So let's see. Are D, E, F, and G coplanar on the same plane? D, E, F, and G, those are not on the same side of this prism. So no, it can't be F. But wait a minute, that's what I'm looking for, which are counterexamples, right? So since this is not true, that is a counterexample. Okay, what about AEFB? A, E, F, B. Those 4 make a rectangle. Those are coplanar, so it's not a counterexample. Okay, what about BFCG? B to F to C to G is all on the same square. That is not a counterexample. Okay, so what about I, A, E, H, G? A, E, H, so far so good, but then G is way out here. Those are not on the same plane, therefore it is a counterexample. We were able to do 2 counterexamples. Number 9, we got these 3 points. Using the distance formula, determine which sides of ABC are congruent. Okay. Well, let's do 3 different distance formulas. Let's get these. Okay, the first one is 7.21. Next one is 6.32. So is the last one. How many of these numbers are exactly the same? Well, AB and AC. So AC must be congruent to AB, right? What sides are congruent? AC, AB, also known as AB and AC, CA. Order doesn't matter. I think this is supposed to be a C. That's a typo. Sorry. We're trying to find point C. So we take the midpoint x value, -4, set it equal to the endpoint x value, 4, plus the other missing endpoint, which is x comma y. It's going to be x divided by 2. You times 2 on both sides to get rid of that divided by 2. -8 equals 4 plus x. Last step to get rid of that 4, -4, -4. -8 minus 4 is -12, which you can already see the answer, but let's do the y values. The y midpoint, -8, equals the y value here, 2, plus the missing y divided by 2. We must get rid of that divided by 2 by multiplying times 2 on both sides. -8 times 2 is -16, which is equal to 2 plus y. To get rid of that 2, I subtract 2, and I get -18 equals y. So I got -12 comma -18, which is G. You are not finding the midpoint, you know the midpoint, and you got to find a missing side. All right, conjecture. If two lines have the same slope, they must be parallel. Which the following is a counterexample that shows the conjecture is false. So we know it's false. So we need a counterexample. Okay, so just because they have the same slope, we're trying to prove that they're not parallel. So which ones have the same slope? Same slope, same slope. Okay. 1/2 and 0.5 are the same slope. 2 and 2 are the same slope, but -x and +2 are not. Now it says that they must be parallel. Parallel is same slope, but it's a different y-intercept. So A, you can tell, is not, it does have the same slope, but it does not have a different y-intercept. Okay? Letter B, same slope, but it does not have a different y-intercept. Okay? Okay? And then letter C, same slope, but different y-intercept. Okay? This is parallel, so that's not what I'm looking for. Okay? Now, either of these could be true. Okay? It turns out there's more than one answer, which is a counterexample that shows that same slope means parallel. Well, A and B are same slope, same y-intercept. These are both called, but they're the same line, basically. And if it's the same line, we call that coincident lines. Okay? But be careful on this problem. Same slope usually means parallel unless they have the same exact y-intercept, then they're the same line. All right.